decided to have a little date day, and we are on our way to the Green Antique Mall. What did I say it was? The Green Village Antique Mall. Gosh, wait, and I just looked at it online. Anyway, this place is a huge 3 stories of antiques and just like everything that your mom and dad have ever collected in their life, and or your grandparents and great grandparents, like legit antique stuff. And then, so as we're going to be walking through town, we're probably going to grab some lunch at a Philly cheesesteak place. We had a hankering for that, so there's a place called Woody's, and we're going to do that for lunch. But come along, we're going to have some fun and just explore our local area in downtown Hendersonville, North Carolina.
Village Green. City parking in rear.
Okay, so for privacy reasons, I always like to just do a dub over. When we go into the store, you know, there's other people standing around, so I just don't like to have our volume up for them. The first impression when we walked into that store was just, this goes on forever. It was so amazing how much stuff. And like these little croc jewels, how cute are those? Like, when did we start putting jewels on Crocs? I just think it's hilarious. I know it's been a fad maybe in the last year, but it just still cracks me up. So as we were going through the store, a lot of jewelry. Man, they had real jewelry, and then they had costume jewelry. They're not lying when they say there's a lot of vendors. There's a lot of local vendors, and you can tell that they have a lot of stuff shipped in too. This area here with the candles, everything smelt like fall. So pretty and fresh. Jack and I literally stood there and just looked at the many different soaps and candles, and if you can't read that, that says masculine fragrances for the candles. Literally smelt like some of his deodorants and body sprays that he likes to use, colognes, which I thought was hilarious because that was, of course, the very first candles that he got drawn to. There's my hubby. Look at him. He's so cute. So we literally just hung out in this section what felt like forever. I actually edited it down for us because we literally smelled every single candle. I'm gonna have to go back and buy some. Today wasn't a really buying experience. It was more of a let's check out what the locals have around to offer kind of situation. So we didn't spend any money, which is amazing because we're really good at doing that when we go into antique stores. So, or any store for that matter, because we'll be looking at something and be like, do we need this? Do we need this? Which is kind of like the theme of this store. You go around every corner and you're like, I don't have this. And then you're like, but what is this? But we need it, so let's get it. But we were actually very good this time. Look at that, my little text in on there. Everything smelled like fall. It did. It was so pretty. So as I tried to get us away from the candles, go a little bit further down, they had some really beautiful paintings. And that section there were dog treats, like natural dog treats, and stuff that they can chew on that won't hurt their digestive system, which is really cool. some paintings. I'm pretty sure that these paintings that they display all over the place are locals. This area here was like random hats, pictures. Like this store, if you're a hoarder, let me tell you, then this is a hoarder's daydream, because that's how I felt. I felt like when we walked in, and not in a bad way, because it was very organized. Look at these. This purse is jeans. These are jean pants turned into a purse, which I've seen those around too, here and there. And I just think they're extremely funny. More jewelry, as you can see. Really pretty stuff. And then as we go back towards the corner more, it just more random stuff. Oh, look at this. Fairy tale. It was like a little fairy princess. Had to try it on. Such a goofball. But it was fun. Like, it was everything was very eclectic. And then like, oh look, there's a window with art. It's window art. Get it? Get it? Get it? Ha ha ha. So, as we're looking through the little window arts and the little magnets, those are like magnets and stickers. Then, oh, okay, I really liked this, and I totally want to go back for it. Do you see what that is? It's a wine bottle stand with wine glass holders. Now that would be cute to have on display when you have company over. Do we ever have company? No, but that's a whole different other story. But I would still take it somewhere and show it and display it. More little odds and ends. Okay, these signs that are about to look. What is it with the roosters or the cocks? That's right, the roosters, the cock-a-doodle-doos all over the plates and stuff. That is. And then these sunglasses were hilarious. Jack was saying when he put them on, he felt like it was in the 80s when you wore the 3D glasses. But he looked cute. It was funny. These purses were crazy. The purses, that's a lipstick. I couldn't open it because I was holding the camera. I need to get to a point where I want to get a camera that moves with me. Jack says I should get a gimbal. A gimbal? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Anyway, so when I move, it moves with me and it's more smooth transition. I do have an option on my camera where it's more stability, but then it only films in 4K and it is very long to upload videos when it does that. Okay, look at the costume jewelry. So the costume jewelry, it looks like your normal grandmother's. Like I went through her little tin and got the earrings and I wanted to play dress up and stuff. That one in particular, I actually had earrings at home that matched that, and it was only $12 for the crystals. I'm thinking I could probably go to Joann's and do the same thing though and get a brand new one. Okay, this sign is hilarious. I thought that was so funny. This is not a drill, and it was a picture of a hammer. And the sign next to it that I'm pointing at right now, I tell my kids all the time, I'm going to punch you in the face if you do not rinse off your dishes. Wash a dish, reuse it. How hard is it to wash a dish and reuse it? Otherwise, yeah, I'm going to lay down a smack. So, part of doing these like little adventures in the antique shops and going through the various local places is going to be a lot of fun, especially for me and Jack, because I'm doing this during school time. The kids aren't with us, and it's just grown-up stuff, and we can just putt around and do whatever we want, which is amazing. We've never had the opportunity to just fart around and get away with it. Okay, so that dish that I'm pointing out, that's like one cluster. It's all like connected for like, it's It's like a condiment dish. I told Jack, I was like, I would totally get that. And then I saw the price and it was like $52 for a condiment dish. $52? Really? Okay. And then it had a hot dog on top of it. I don't know how many condiments a person has to have when they're doing their hot dogs, but seriously, okay. I thought it was like salad dressing and stuff. Okay, so this is where, these cats. Do you remember these cats? These wall cats? Okay, I got so excited. I was like, I want these cats. I've always wanted one of those. And then the dishes, this is where we get into trouble, because I still have dishes that I inherited from when I was like 20s from my mom, because she was like, I'm getting new dishes. Here's all these random ones. None of our dishes match. But leave a comment if you actually have a matching dish collection. If you do, it's probably because you're more of a grown-up than I and don't have any kids. So whatever, it's fine. Oh, and these are super cute too. They had like seasonal stuff with the Halloween. And then eventually you'll see me get to the throw pillows. They had seasonal throw pillow stuff too. But yeah, they had all kinds of really cute like Halloween stuff. One day when I grow up and I'm older than 41, I'm gonna get matching dishes. That's my ambition in life. Going back to a place like this and actually getting a whole matching set. Again, look at all the fall stuff. I can't wait for fall. Fall is my absolute favorite time of year. It's just so pretty, especially here in the mountains. If you are a tourist looking to do tourist things, come during the fall. And locals, if you're watching this, I'm very sorry, because I know we can't stand when people come. We call them the leaf watchers. But literally, even being locals, we are leaf watchers. Okay? Whatever. Don't be mad at somebody coming from Florida. Look at these paintings. They are so pretty, but they're so pretty because they're so simple. And you can totally tell that this was somebody fresh out of college, or maybe still in college, doing these photos and trying to come up with their techniques. Then they got the whole quilt section. Look, these are the throw pillows. Look at these throw pillows. They're so freaking cute. I love it. I love them. Okay, the blankets. That blanket that I'm showing you, you can tell they're hand done, but they were so furry. It was like, what'd they do? Put hair and anyway. This book right here in the corner to get down to the bottom level, that is so much fun. Man, talk about the wonderful sayings all over that. But you put it in the corner, and it's an inspirational thing. It would be so pretty to put in a kid's bedroom if you have one that's big enough, or a playroom, because it's very inspirational on there. And I about hit my head on these branches going down the stairs. The branches were very pretty. It gave a nice ambiance, but I'm not even tall, y'all. I'm not tall. I'm 5 foot, and it was touching my head. I was about freaking out. Okay, so around the corner here, this is where it gets into like your grandmother's collection, and I'm pretty sure that these are people who went through their loved ones' belongings and decided to sell them. I'm not even kidding you. The goblet was $32, and when I picked it up, I thought it was going to be more of a metal, but it actually is a glass, and that was fun. But all of that, to me, felt like it came out of an estate sale. Okay, look at all the armoires. This is like legit came out of your grandma's kitchen. Okay, I was freaking out because of the little iron skillets. The little iron skillet. Oh, and look at the pretty blue bonnet. What were those plates called? But yeah, those skillets were cheap. And again, we didn't buy anything. I was a good girl. We did not buy anything. We did not need it. but those were seasoned iron skillets, you could tell, and they were cheap. Who remembers the blue ducks? The ducks with the blue bonnets and the bow ties? Those are the little juice cups that go with those. Okay, my grandmother had a whole collection of these, and she would get so mad when we would lose those juice cups. And I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta take a picture and send it to my mom. I could tell her where we found all of the cups. They're here in the bottom of this attic, or the bottom of this basement. And then all of the other collections. So they've got little stuff for the babes, little stuffies, more fall stuff. Like, we're getting into fall season. Gotta get all this fall stuff in. And go into the corner of this room with the display of all the lanterns and stuff. I don't know if the lanterns actually came on with the petrified wood art stuff, but you can definitely tell this was a local person who does woodworking and took the time to do all the staining and make it really pretty. Actually, now that I'm looking at it to the side and being refreshed, yes, that lamp is attached. So there you go. Those are actually attached to it. I didn't look at the prices. I'm not in the market for something like that, but they were gorgeous. Very well done. I love when wood is sliced and then glazed over like that. It's so natural. Gives a whole ambiance for sure. So now we're getting into Grandma's clothes closet. These are so vintage. All right, vintage is coming back. Some of you will even say, based on how my hair was done, that is vintage. I just like pinning my hair back. Whatever. But the dresses were so pretty. And they actually had really cute shoes that went with it that were like a size 10. And unfortunately, I'm a size 7. I mean, I could have bought them and then like stuffed tissue in there. And I was never a shoe person until recently. I'm like addicted to the website Shein. Drop a comment if you like Shein. And doing bargain pricing like that. But I'm gonna start going into more thrift stores like this. Look at how freaking cute those shoes are, for crying out loud. Those are so cute. And then they had all these really cute dishes, more dish sets that actually matched, but those looked more vintage. Look at that teapot, for crying out loud. That jewelry is so pretty, but it's costume jewelry. It didn't cost much, but they did have a lot of eclectic like costume jewelry. Okay, vintage toys. These toys. Okay, yeah, more jewelry. Go to the side, Aaron. The toys were like literally from when we were kids. If you're in your 40s, you know what I'm talking about. It's like the 80s vintage toys. And that bathing suit, I didn't show it in the film, but that bathing suit that was on the wall, if you go back, that was weird because it was like, you could tell it was the 30s or 40s. More vintage jewelry. Look at that emerald ring. I think I'll show it higher here in a second. Yeah, except I didn't get it in the thing. Oh man, I didn't really get it in the thing. Well, you kind of saw it anyway. But that right there, that emerald was really pretty. And it was costume emerald. It wasn't like real. Those pearls were really sweet. And, but yeah, so, and you know what's really funny? Oh, there's the toys. Okay, so that Care Bear actually sang and talked about being bedtime Care Bear, singing his little bedtime song. Oh, that rack, it says, that was pretty fast. That whole rack was like, everything here, 5 and under. Who the heck is able to ever go to an antique mall, I guess, huh? Those pictures were really cool. It was like, it was a painting inside of a shoebox. Oh, I was laughing so hard. If y'all want to pause on that and make it bigger, it was two naked girls attached by the nipples. We were laughing like our joke were, oh, they're conjoined twins because they were together at the nipples. It was like, it was very pretty. It's art. It's art. But it was really funny too. We were cracking up over that. So the next section, they were conjoined at the nipples. It was so funny. Anyway, more dishes. Look, another matching set. Okay, so this is really funny because we get to a spot and I'm looking at those glass pots. My grandmother had a whole set of those and we were always breaking them. And those were the ones that we broke. I was like, another opportunity to be like, Mom, I found more for Grandma's replacement of her glass dishes. What the hell was up with all the glass dishes and stuff back in the day? More really cool art stuff. I'm loving that. Oh, so look right there where Jack is standing. He's touching it. Okay. Those are the coolest planters. And then that lamp. There was a lamp. I don't know if I actually show it. I loved that cake dish. That lamp there, Jack was like, oh, look, it's a stripper pole. I was like, what? It was a floor to ceiling lamp that you kind of like the stoppers at the top. Anyway, it had ribbon around it. I was like, please, jump on that like a stripper pole. And then they had some of the life-size, not really life-size, maybe for your children, Star Wars stuff. I thought that was cool. This area here, you could tell it was new, but it was also vintage. Does that make sense? Like it was still in the packaging, but it was like older model stuff. And I don't really think it was collectibles. You can't say it was collectibles. I really don't think they were rare or anything like that. But yeah, just random stuff. Okay, so this whole section was about hats. And Jack and I literally sat here and stared at this thing. And we were like, what is this? I was so confused. And then at one point, we're like playing with it. I'm like, look, it says it's hot settings and when it's ready and whatever. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, what is, and then Jack's finally like, oh, it's for hats. I was like, duh, we're in a hat section. Of course it's for hats. So somehow it's supposed to help smooth out the brim of your hats or keep them in shape while they're in storage, I guess. Anyway, we were laughing. Between the stripper pole lamps and the hat shaper, we were just having too much fun. More fall motif stuff. Really pretty. And at one point, okay, so those spheres on the floor, I know they have no purpose other than doing something like that. But then my husband had a good idea. He was like, you could actually wrap some lights and hang them up on your porch or whatever. I was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Or hang them in the middle of a room and kind of make a chandelier out of them. These vintage, the armoire, that was really pretty. I didn't look at the price. I liked the eclectic of the chairs. That was really cool. And then right here we saw those cubbies that I just passed and we were like, oh, that could be for shoes. It's like, yeah, but we have a modern shoe rack hanging on a freaking door and nobody uses it. I liked that striped dress, and then my husband said, yeah, Beetlejuice. It's like, what? Really? Seriously? So, shot that down. And then those cutting boards. This wall hanging, I don't know at all what the wording is on this wall hanging. But look at all the pretty colors. I thought it was really beautiful. If you had like a college student, that would be a really cool dorm piece, I bet. I like this stupid little pumpkin. So simple. I can make this for $5 myself. And I'm so into art stuff like that. I do counted cross stitch. And at one point, I would love to like maybe frame my stuff and then like sell it. Oh, look, another ribbon. But that you definitely can't slide down. Ribbon lamp. Oh. We're going to go back up the stairs, I think. Yeah. Look. Oh, little miniatures. I can't remember what those were miniatures of, though. Anyway, we're going back up the stairs because literally around the corner, there's even more stuff, and it's upstairs. I'm telling you, we got so many steps in this antique store that by the time we got done, we were so ready for lunch. In the intro, we talked about going to a Philly cheesesteak place, and we did that. Look at the little bears! I'm still so in love with these bear photos. I had to boop his nose. Boop. I love those photos. They are the prettiest thing ever. So we go up here. There's more local art, which is fun. This picture of the boy, it reminded me of Zeke with his, I was like, that's something Zeke would do with his little pants down hanging over the thing. Oh, it cracks me up. That was like an actual, like, they had a whole bunch of vintage library book type situation. This photo is so freaking cool. It's actual photos of the local area that they montaged into the museum. Look at all the montage like photos. That would be so much fun to be able to do and sell. That's a train museum that's in downtown. It's a depot. We're totally going to do that because that's part of the free things. Free things you can do around Hendersonville. We're going to try to go there. We also have a museum for stones and minerals that also have like a little collection of dinosaur bones that we're going to try and check out too. These paintings are so simple, and they actually inspired me and gave me ideas. Like I did in the comments that I'm making to my husband right there is I do abstract art like that all the time. They were literally, that lady, whoever this lady is literally being able to sell her artwork for $150 for something that, I get it, but I can get an easel myself and do colors and be like, ooh, it's a mountain. But I do that with like ocean inspired stuff. Now this here, what I'm showing you right now, now that's really cool abstract of like what, Italy maybe? I thought that was really pretty. I like the sunflower. See now, I have more respect, I think, for like actual photos like that versus let me throw some colors together and call it this. I mean, you could tell it was a mountain, but whatever. Sake, suck it to me. That was like what we were saying right there. Sake. But that would be cool to have a little sake kit. More folk art type situation. Cars is a good muse. I mean, why not? I don't know what Jack was looking at. Oh, bangles and stuff. More costume jewelry, which again was very reasonably priced. If you want to look like fancy and do it for a little cost, definitely come to this thrift store because they got it. Look at this couch. I was freaking out about this couch. This is a couch that every grandma has. We all grew up on it. Some of you may even have had plastic covering on it. They were selling that love seat for $234. I don't know if some of you see that as a really good deal and think, okay, I'm going to sell it for even more. Or you're thinking, my grandma just threw that out. What the heck is it doing here? But that's part of the experience of the antique stores. It brings you back. These purses were really cool. I actually really dug that one. It was kind of like remind me of like a Japanese blossom or something. And some of these shoes over here. So this is like, God bless the men. The men have no vintage clothes ever. There's never anything for men in these stores. And I feel so bad. Like, oh, look at all the women's stuff. It's so funny. These shoes were my jive. I saw those and I was like, ooh, flapper. And they were real cheap. They were only $25. I would totally wear those. I don't know where, but I would wear them for sure. I am very bedazzled. If you didn't notice in the intro, my heart earrings, when I wear those heart earrings in the car, it's like a freaking disco ball. But I love them. It's so funny. Sometimes I think I might blind the people around me from how bright the hearts are. But who cares? They're so pretty. Those boots were awesome. And they actually felt furry. It wasn't just a pattern, which I thought was really funny. And some more vintage dresses. And I had to give an overview. Look at the shop. The overview of the shop from being upstairs. There's so much stuff. Could you imagine working here? And this actually, I think I was even saying this right then at this moment in the store. Imagine working somewhere like that and somebody misplaces something. And then you have to be like, where's Waldo? And like go around and try to find those items. That statue right there, it's like an avatar and it says, not for sale. This section freaked me out, okay? I was feeling the fabrics and stuff, and they were all like heavy wool type things, but it literally felt like they took hair from a camel, because it was like very coarse. It was so gross. Or human hair, for crying out loud. What if it was human hair? Ah! Okay, this cup cracked me up. Look, it's George Washington. Do people really collect George Washington plates and cups like that? I love that. Do everything for the glory of God. Amen. Hallelujah. Love it. And then the little monks. Look at the little monks. They're so cute. I don't even know if they were like salt shakers or if they were just little mini figurines. So now we're going to go back downstairs. This is where I turned off the camera because we're leaving to go to lunch. All right, we are in downtown Hendersonville. We are going to grab some lunch at Woody's Cheesesteak. It came up on as recommended for a Philly cheesesteak when I typed in Google. So my husband and I, we're going to go and check it out and see what it's like. Okay, so far about Woody's is if you pay cash, you save. We didn't have cash, so we used our card. I've got it in my back pocket, don't worry. And this is the price for 2 Phillies and a 20-ounce Pepsi. And did you get
peppers?
Oh, and a side of peppers. And I gave a little bit of a tip because he did say he'd bring it out to us. This is a very hole in the wall. Oh, that's got the address on it and the name. This is definitely a mom and pop's. Very small little diner atmosphere. There's additional parking out here in the back with a little cabana. Oh, isn't that cute? So you can come in through the back. Under here is good if it was wintertime because it is very hot. But the inside is a very small little deli. There are people in there eating, so I didn't want to like intrude on their privacy. Hopefully it's gonna be yummy. We just both got classic Phillies. Okay, so far I've just smelling these sandwiches. They smell
amazing. They remind me of a little place where I grew up in St. Augustine called Johnny's. And I mean, we used to walk there like every day for their sandwiches. It smells so good. I'm going to flip it around. These are our sandwiches. They are very decent in size for the amount of money we got. Fries are a la carte. You can get it as a combo. Maybe the a la carte part is only the drink, but these look really good. And then we did get some peppers on the side because Jack's gonna make it spicy. But anyway, these sandwiches look amazing. And I am not gonna film us eating because that is gross and I don't like that. But after we're done eating, we'll give you an honest review. I need a better tripod. Okay, so we got done eating. Totally, it smelled so good and it tasted so good. It definitely gave me vibes from when I was a kid growing up, eating at our sandwich shop that was local. Very, 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 very good. Definitely worth eating the bread for. I did grab a menu. I'm going to show you. But it was a little crowded in there, and I was trying to watch how he did the sandwich because we were making bets on the juiciness of the meat. Like, did he double dip? Did he just steam it in there? But it was really good. And of course, you can definitely tell I ate because all my makeup is off of my face. But that was it just showed you that it was that good. And I actually ate the entire sandwich. It was a big sandwich. Again, I couldn't have gotten it as a combo. According to this menu, you can order for delivery, and for $2 they'll deliver it to you in the nearby area, which would have been really nice, like if you work downtown Hendersonville or whatever. But I totally would. I would eat here again. I would
get the peppers. The peppers were good.
The peppers were good. Okay.
And spicy, so
spicy and good. I'm not a spicy person. And yeah. But anyway, yeah, if you like spice, then my husband likes to sweat when he eats, though. So, was it sweating and eating, or just back of the throat type thing?
Maybe for some people.
Okay, well, for some people, sweat and eat. But definitely very, very good. I would highly recommend, and I would also.
How was everything?
It was so good. Thank you. I was actually leaving a food review for you.
Oh, thank you.
Very, 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 very good.
Thank you. We need all the help we get. We moved in here down COVID.
Oh,
We're
God
still trying to recover.
bless. Yes. Now, okay. We were placing bets on the juiciness of the meat. Do you double dip in the au jus, or do you just steam it in the au jus?
No, we didn't do anything like that.
No?
Just
No, we
natural.
did right on the grill.
Wow.
No kidding.
Yeah, just right on the grill.
Well, it was just so juicy.
Well-
I for sure thought there would be broth or something in it.
Well, a lot of it has to do. It's all technique and how you chop.
Ah, so
Yeah.
we're both wrong.
We moved down here 32 years ago from Pennsylvania.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so we know what cheesesteak is supposed to be.
I'm with you. I
you
like
like
it.
it.
Thank you, dear. So there you go. No au jus double dipping. Totally could have fooled me because, yes, that was very juicy. So it's all in the technique. But definitely would highly recommend this place. It is in the middle of downtown Hendersonville on the backside of Main Street. Not hard to get to, especially if you park somewhere and then you're just walking. It also is near a parking garage. The parking garage was actually really cheap. It was $10 for the entire day, free if it's before 1 hour, and then it charges, but it's not outrageous parking like
$3
most
for 2
places.
hours or something.
Yeah, and it wasn't outrageous for like most tourist places where you do parking. So that was good. But yeah, so I'm going to show you the menu real quick, and then we'll head out, and I'll flip you around. I would highly, highly recommend checking them out. Very, very good. Nice people, local people. As you heard, they're trying to still recover from when they moved locations during COVID. God bless. I think everybody is still recovering from something like that. But there's the salads. Oh, wait a minute. They had a cheesesteak salad. I could have stayed keto. But honestly, with the way the bread is, I am not upset at all that I had the bread. Okay? because it was really, really yummy. And then you could get them with the tots or the fries or just the really big salad. I ate the entire thing. The cheese pull was amazing. The kids menu, I guarantee you, your kids will eat it and not be picky, or at least for that day. But it was so, so yummy. All right. Okay, so I was just editing the video that you saw, and I realized that I ended it abruptly. I forgot to do an outro. This is what I look like when I'm just hanging out at home. This is my glory. Isn't my husband so lucky? But anyway, yeah, what a great day. It was a lot of fun. That antique store was a lot of fun to go through. I hope you enjoyed the commentary. I really want to do some more tourist type things and videotape it for you when the kids aren't around, because I can really do a lot of fun things like that are grown up and my husband and I only. Not only would it be cheaper, but it's grown up stuff. On the weekends and stuff, I'm still filming for the kids, you know, because I have a blast showing the kids having fun going around and discovering new things. And if you're a parent, you totally get it, but you also need your grown-up time. And I switched careers recently, so I'm very blessed to be able to have a salary that still pays 80 hours a week, but I'm gonna have a middle of the week day off. It's just so exciting to me. So now I can be a little bit more ambitious and record videos, whether they're family memories or if it's going to be to enhance maybe your tourist experience. I'm hoping that we can share these videos and get out there and advocate for locals, local businesses, local areas. It's getting ready to be apple season. That'll be a lot of fun. I want to do some orchards. And that I think I will wait for the kids, because apple picking is so much fun. There's like five different orchards around here. Maybe during the midweek, Jack and I can do a brewery or a winery or something to that effect. I'm still getting acclimated to the different hours in the area, because the tourist season, yes, it's getting into the fall season where we're going to have a more heightened of people, but I've been used to doing a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday for like 12 years, and so I've never had the opportunity to have a middle of the day week off. So I'm really going to try my best to find things that I can feature, especially local things like that, or more antique shops, boutiques in the area, where I can commentary over the top like that and just share the experience that we're having as grown-ups. And again, that Woody's cheesesteak, after editing the video and rewatching everything, I'm like, dang, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I want to eat more of Woody's. It was so good. I kept the menu naturally. I'm going to put it in our menu drawer. And I told Jack, you know, when we don't feel like cooking one night, or our oldest son does tutoring on Tuesdays and Thursday nights, we're going to pull out the to-go. We'll place an order to go. I'll pick it up for dinner. I don't care. That place is so good. We actually wanted to try the chicken, because I'm sure that they do chicken good. If they can do a Philly that good and do it all, the juiciness just from how they do it on the griddle, I can only imagine how good their chicken would be, or their chicken fingers. I know that's a kid item, but I'm a chicken fingers girl. I love chicken fingers. But anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to try, like I said, do more things. I even want to try to maybe feature some bed and breakfasts, get in touch with some owners and do like a bed and breakfast tour, because I've noticed even when searching on YouTube, there's not a lot of options that show for hotels. Yes, you can go on their websites and do their pictures, but the pictures, I mean, they can Photoshop that
how much better would it be for me to walk in through something and like actually do a live shot and show you what the real condition of the rooms are and the area that it's in and all that stuff. So anyway, stay tuned. I hope you share this, subscribe, get on board. The mountain area is a very high and upcoming area, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment, put a like, and hopefully you will come back and see us again soon. Have a wonderful day.